This is a space of kindness and encouragement, so let's be welcoming to everyone looking to better themselves. If you have questions, drop them in the chat or use the super chat to make sure it gets addressed. Thank you for being a part of our community. Let's make it a great night. Good evening, everybody. What is going on? Happy Tuesday. As you can see, I'm here by myself because Chandra is downstairs entertaining the children who showed up last minute. They decided to come over on a Tuesday, even though we've been doing a Tuesday live for 2.5, 3 years. But they're here. She's hanging out with them. I'm here doing my thing. Got my new shirt. Where is it at? You can see here. I don't know. And Thomas is asking me if I saw a pic that he sent me. I don't believe that I have. I'll have to take a look in a little bit. Looks like I'm having some issues with my internet here. I don't know what's going on with that. Who knows what they're doing downstairs with the internet? Can you still hear me? But anyway, I just want to go ahead and jump into this episode here, starting with all the pleasantries. Welcome back to Tuesday Night Live, actually at night this time. And tonight feels like a good moment to pause, take a breath, because for the first time in a while, it feels like we are starting to find a rhythm again. Chandra and I, we have been on track, keeping things simple as you do. Steak, chicken, yes, those heart attack, Butter Bob Briggs, fried lard, chicken thighs. Oh, they've been hitting pretty hard lately. I actually bought 2 more packages tonight at the grocery store. Keeping it as simple as we absolutely can. Nothing fancy, just consistent, repeatable meals that make it easier to stay in line with what we are trying to do. So, oh my goodness, coming off of a 2-week spring break, we made it through spring break, which honestly felt a bit like a test run for this new routine. Now we've got about 2 months to really settle into a routine before summer hits, and then another 2 months of summer and flips everything upside down. And then we start after that with a whole new routine, new grade, new everything. So constant change. At least we can hopefully keep our consistent food consumption consistent, on track, because I feel so much better. And so right now it's about learning, adjusting, dialing things in the best way we can. And it's not perfect. And our son-in-law has a new job. I think I've talked about that before. He's on call basically 24/7. So when our daughter's at work, we may be required to take her at a moment's notice, even on his day off. So he's not always gone at the same time each day. So that is a challenge. That poses a challenge for us. And I'm trying to be consistent with the channel as well, because the channel has been growing. If you haven't noticed, I'm at 10,250 plus subscribers. So I'm a quarter of the way to 11,000 subscribers. And I want to talk about that too, because I know people say subscriber counts are a vanity metric, and in a lot of cases that's true. But here, I look at it a little differently. Each number represents a person who might be trying to get healthier, trying to figure things out, trying to change their life. That's not vanity. That's responsibility. And I think a lot of us in this community have a great responsibility. Those of us with channels have that great responsibility to put forth our best efforts to grow, to expand, to reach out and try to find those who were like us before we started. I had a great conversation tonight with Russ. I called Russ Mitchell tonight, Mr. Homesick Buckeye, and I gave him a call. I check in with him every couple of months, and we were talking about this very thing, right? We have a responsibility to grow because most of the people who are coming to this community are already sick, already suffering from some sort of ailment. They're going to the doctor for something. They're trying to get off of medication. They're trying to avoid going on a medication, be it a statin, insulin, GLP-1, whatever they are being tasked with. They want to avoid it. They want to find out how to incorporate it into a successful lifestyle, trying and wean themselves down to get off of those medications. So we do have a responsibility to continue to grow, to seek out those who need us the most. Hopefully along the way, we can find those who don't need us yet. Somebody who sees these important transformations. Maybe they're starting to see things change. Maybe they're not quite where they need medication or not quite ready to see a doctor, but they are seeing what is happening with one of us, be it our kids, relatives, coworkers, people at church, people we see on a regular basis. We see a multitude of people throughout each and every week, month, year, and hopefully our lifestyle switches are enough to where they start to take notice. They start seeing the impact. They start seeing how we have improved things, how we, maybe need the doctor less. Maybe we've gotten off a couple medications. Maybe they knew we were having issues with high blood pressure or out of control blood sugars, A1C is off the chart. And we've been able to rectify those situations in a meaningful and impactful way to where others in our lives see that. And we have that obligation, those of us who have channels, those of us who participate in these channels, those of us who are here week in and week out, because you understand the impact and how important this truly is. And that was a great conversation that I had with Russ. I'm looking forward to having him. We're going to be setting up a Saturday talk, he and I, coming up in the near future. I need to get my talk with Amy uploaded. If any of you haven't watched that on her channel already, I and Coach Julia talked about some stuff, and I need to get that uploaded. And she wants me to share it to my channel. I will probably do so. I just haven't got it downloaded yet and got it uploaded and put in place, but I will do that. I may go ahead and do that as a premiere or something like that. We'll see how that goes since it's not a live, but maybe I can be in the chat and talk with people about that. We'll see how that goes. But also one thing that arrived in the mail today, some of you may already be aware, but Keto Chow, not a sponsored video, but they did send this to me because it is their spring restock, which means 3 flavors coming back for a limited time, limited edition, limited quantities. We have orange cream. It's very good as a creamy. We have chocolate malt. This may be my most unfavorite flavor. I've never been a favor of malt, or I've never been a fan of malt necessarily. But I know a lot of people do like this. If it keeps coming back, it must be a good seller. And finally, last but not least, we have coconut cream pie is back. So if you want to buy some of these, stock up because they won't last long. They are, again, limited edition and subject to stock and availability. You can go to KetoSimple.shop. You can go to my link tree. You can do all the things. You can save 10%. I make a little bit of money off of that but that just came today. I was supposed to get it a little while ago, I think, so I could have something prepared for the release today at noon. But here we are. But no harm, no foul. We're talking about it. This will be the video that counts for the piece of content that counts for me getting this sent to me. So hopefully, you guys are excited about this. I love, I should say, Chandra really, really likes coconut cream pie hot. So she'll be excited about this flavor coming back. So let's go ahead and jump over to you guys, the chat, because you guys make this all worthwhile. Even if I am wearing a blue shirt, which is like a teal blue, I don't know how I feel about it. I'm being very vulnerable here. I'm being very, very vulnerable. This is not something I like to, it's very difficult for me to wear something like this. I hope you understand that. And it sounds silly, but it's me. But anyway, Evil Lynn is here. Good morning, or good. I'm so used to this being in the morning. Good evening, darling. I'm glad to see you. Whoo! Holly Springer is here. Good evening, my dear. I hope you are doing well. And Lynn is here saying hi to me and Chandra, even though Chandra's downstairs with the children's. Shauna says, oh dear, Chris Cook in Nashville's voice is too smooth. I fell asleep. I love that so much. I love that. If he doesn't watch this, I'll have to let him know. Don't forget, if you are a fan of Chris Cook in Nashville's at all, please, please, please go to my link tree. There is a link for the pre-order for his new book. Get a low price locked in. You won't be charged until the book releases and ships, which is sometime in October, like October the 6th, if I'm not mistaken. So go on over there, pre-order that book. Most of you probably already have, so I'm preaching to the choir. But those of you who are maybe watching this in replay, who are not familiar with Mr. Chris Cook in Nashville, he's awesome. Indeed. It's going to be a big, big, giant book, 130 recipes. Oh, Shauna says, well, my day started out with my phone getting a virus from an app I needed, a trip to Verizon with my cute little 74-year-old client. Oh, how do you get a virus from an app that you need? Did you download a different app and that looked like that one? That's weird. Jeff Fafa says, good evening. Made it back home yesterday to a jungle. Now I'm exhausted. So I'm guessing you did yard work. Boo. I do not like yard work. I'm an indoorsy type of guy. You know what I'm saying? Oh. Sharon is here. Good evening, fine folks. I'm so glad to see you, dear. Oh, let's see. Shauna says, I'm still waiting to hear the payout for my total vehicle. At least I know what I'm going to do now. They should, if they are like the insurance company that I worked for, run an evaluation with what the vehicle sells for in a private party. You should get hopefully a decent price. They do. My company did pretty good. There's Stacy and Ken. I love these people. They're amazing. Hello, Stacy. Hello, Ken. She says, hello, Tuesday Nighters. She's over there partying hard, Stacy. And our good friend Target Prime Rib is here. Hello, Thomas. Glad to see you. Very glad to see you. Kathy B here is here. Kathy B here. True. Hello, Kathy. I hope you're doing well. Let me see here, because this is where he says, he sent me a picture. Let me see if I can find it. Did you send it to Instagram? I think that's the only way you have to message me. Maybe. No, did you send it to my email? Let me see. Oh, there we go. Let me download this. I want people to see this. Give me a second. I got to move it around, move from my phone to my, all right, we'll get this up here. We've got time. Give me time. Where are you? What's taking so long? Oh, is my internet not working? Oh, I got to turn on my Wi-Fi. Have to turn on the Wi-Fi. Now it should be good. There we go. Had to put on the Wi-Fi. Oh, let's see what's going on. All right, we should be good now, hopefully. We'll see what happens. Ladies, gentlemen, boys, and girls of all ages. There we go. I downloaded it twice. Uh-oh, spaghetti-o. This is where I like having a YouTube channel that pays all the bills and have somebody do this for me. All right. All right, Mr. Thomas, we're going to make you disappear for this. So I can bring it up over here. Here's that photo. What do you think of that? It's me as a pirate. Arr! That's pretty dope. Evidence-based strength, fight medical ignorance. It's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. Did you make that? Did you say in the email if you I don't know. Let me look again. No, it just said from you. It didn't say if you made it or not. That's awesome. I love that. I love that so much. All right, back to the comments. There we go. Mr. Biscuit's in the house. Hello, sir. How are you doing, Mr. Biscuit? Hear you and see you. And there's Maritza. Maritza rhymes with pizza. Jeff says, I had to make double swipes of the mower. I'm at 20,450 steps. How big is your property, bro? Like, come on. There's kids and grandkids crushing the stream servers. They probably are downstairs. They're probably watching movies and stuff. Okay, we got that taken care of, my friend. Maritza had a steak last night. That's delicious. Yeah, if you are not already subscribed, please do so. But if you're chatting in the chat, then you know you already are. Otherwise, you couldn't do it. Mason's in the house. How you doing? Terry girl is here. Hello, Terry. And Helix is here. Robin is here. Says, hello, Datang. Datang is like Wu-Tang, but different. Wu-Tang. I do love Wu-Tang. The 36 chambers. Wu-Tang ain't nothing to... Oh, I love me some Wu-Tang. They're so good. Mr. Biscuit says, I feel amazing for days if I help one person, Dustin. I can only imagine how this platform rewards you. It is a little numbing sometimes, I mean, to be completely honest, because a lot of times the people that we help not necessarily tell us. They're not always forthright. They're not always, really open and honest about it. I mean, very few. I mean, I've had people come to me that are in my actual personal life that follow me on Facebook or whatever. And they'll like, I've been watching you for months and months and finally decided to do what you're doing. And, and I'm like, really? That's amazing. There we go. She spelled Dustang wrong. I hope that doesn't catch on. Oh, yeah. Chicka-chicka. Yeah, hit the like button for a long, long time. Shauna, I have returned. Like I had to go to the post office this morning to pick up a letter that we had a sticker on our door for, and then to go back later on with some packages to ship out. And they're like, you were already here. And I'm like, I told you I'd be back. I'll be back. And then I was back. We are the vanguard coming out of the grassroots to stave off the destruction of society. No pressure. No pressure. No pressure. Oh, my goodness. Tang is really good. So whenever I go somewhere new that has like a big selection of things, like whenever I go to like Jungle Gyms, I will get the water enhancer by Tang. For some reason, I can't find it here in Indy. Maybe Meyer. I know they're opening a new grocery store over like just up the road a piece. And so I'll be looking for that there. Everyone's excited about coconut cream pie. And A. Mason, a George chocolate malt. Oh. Bride's Biscuit loves Whopper. I like Whoppers. But I don't like chocolate malt like the liquid, like having a shake that's a chocolate malt. I don't like it. There's something about it. I remember I worked at Steak and Shake when I was a teenager, my first job. And we would have like chocolate milkshakes. And you'd add the malt syrup to it, like the malt as a secondary flavor to it. So, yeah, I just remember. Mr. Biscuit says there's so much Easter candy here. I mean, the situation here has not changed. There's still loads of potato chips. The son came over today and brought some kind of pastry thing. Thought you guys would like it. It's so rich. Really? I mean, he wasn't really offering it to us, but you're still bringing it to the house. And I mean, there's like always cupcakes and cake. I opened the fridge and it was like, I thought it was a whole cake. It was like Friday night. I saw it was like maybe Friday night or Saturday night or something like that. I think Saturday night. That was like a whole cake or something like that. Maybe it was something. I saw like what I thought was a whole cake in the refrigerator. And then for a few hours later, I opened up and it was almost gone. And I'm like, who ate the entire cake? Because I thought that my daughter had brought the cake home for an Easter cake. I was like, okay, it looks like an Easter cake. To find out that, no, that was our son. He brought it and he ate most of it. He's like, I didn't eat almost all of it. I'm like, it looked like you did. Oh, that's right. Coconut cream is in big bags. Everybody go order 6 big bags each from my link. If you like coconut cream pie, order the big bags. Use my link. I would greatly appreciate that. That would be phenomenal. I would like it. Shauna says, but Dustin, with your black shirt, it's almost like a talking head. I'm okay with that. I am fine with that. I'll be a floating head. Ooh, floating head. I'm okay. I'm all right with that. Thomas, I always feel blue when I wear that color. I do too. Look, we're poets and we didn't even know it. And Mason's talking about biscuit Whoppers, my mom's favorite candy, my second after Reese's. Allegedly, they are bringing back the original recipe of Reese's because people complained that Reese's is too fake. I mean, I don't really know if I remember what they tasted like as a kid versus what they taste like now. So, I mean, they still taste pretty good now. I mean, anytime I have candy, they taste pretty good. It's very few and far between. Eva Lynn says, my dad would say, But you're such a purty boy. Wear your blue with pride, brother. No, I'm okay. I'm just wearing it for you guys tonight. But understand, I feel very vulnerable and awkward in a blue shirt. I just don't wear colors very much. I just feel better in dark colors, like very dark colors. I just feel more at home that way. Does that make sense? Mason loves the teal shirt. You look good, buddy. I appreciate that. I feel very awkward. Shauna says, I needed a new message app. Samsung is ending theirs, so thought I got the Google Message app. Next thing you know. Yeah, I've never used Samsung's messaging app. I've always used Google's. I use Google's messaging app as well as Facebook Messenger. I used to like it when they were together. The SMS messengers were together, but they switched that like years ago. It got to the point where like it was so slow I could barely use it for both. But again, I probably have texts from 10 years ago. So, you know, I'm not a person to get rid of all that, you know. Biscuit says you're like our carnivore Papa Smurf. La, 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 la. Smurfs were a perfect communism community. The Wi-Fi. That's what we say around here. And also we say, hello, Julie Powell. Welcome. How are you doing, dear? Good to see you. Shauna says, this view reminds me of a guy painting numbers on Sesame Street, and a bald guy gets the number 4 painted on his head. It's probably what would happen. I've always got stuff on me all the time. Like there's not a time really that goes by throughout the week where there's not some kind of sticker stuck to my head. So I'm surprised you guys haven't seen that. Just random stickers stuck to my head because I've got a sticker fiend that runs around this house. Right? Carnivore Papa Smurf. How do we know they weren't carnivores? I mean, I guess there was like a pastry Smurf. I don't know. Was there a butcher Smurf? That show was so smurfing good. Paul Benedict played Mr. Bentley on The Jeffersons. How do we know about, what are we talking about? Paul Benedict played Mr. Bentley on The Jeffersons. I liked Mr. Bentley on The Jeffersons. The Jeffersons was it was a very good show, but I still think it was underrated for what it was. I've been sent to the corner with my splint today by doctor with this a stern do not use, so no party or work for me. You need to relax some, young lady. You work far too hard for all the rest that you need. You got to heal and rest. And I understand that you need to move and you need to do, but please, please be mindful and careful. I need you and Ken around a very long time. I'll put you in timeout myself. Terry says, I suck today. Only you probably have more steps than me. So what? Jennifer Lucas is in the house. Good evening, the beautiful people. The beautiful people. Yes. No, I sat firm to watch and still forgot my coffee. BRB again. No. Maybe with Artemis we'll get Tang 2.0. That would be good. All right, Kathy is asking, what is Keto Chow? Well, Keto Chow is a meal replacement shake, but it's more than that. I use it in recipes. I like it hot, cold. But the good thing about this is it's like 25 grams or 26 grams of protein. You add the fat of your choice. So you can add whichever type of fat that you want. Butter, heavy cream. If you were watching the Keto Chow live tonight, they were asking me, have I ever made it with cottage cheese? I'm like, no. You'd have to like blend it really smooth. And trying to shake that would probably throw your shoulder out of socket, but I like it with butter if I'm going to drink it, butter if I'm going to freeze it into an ice cream. If you have a Ninja Creamy, these work very well. You just make it into a 16-ounce shake with, I like a half a stick of butter, or maybe even a full stick of butter. Pour it into the creamy container, freeze it, and then run it through the creamy like normal. Let's see. You can make this into chaffles, fudge, pudding. You can utilize like 2 Crazy Ketos, scrambled egg fudge, Maria Emmerich's boiled egg. Did I say fudge is pudding? Pudding. Scrambled eggs pudding, or Maria Emmerich's hard-boiled egg pudding. They taste different. The boiled egg pudding has more of a custardy taste to it, where the scrambled eggs has more of a neutral, like a neutral non-eggy flavor. But the the boiled egg one does have a custardy flavor, which is pretty nice. We've tried it both ways. But yeah, this is pretty good. You can make these in advance. I mean, realistically, if you're going to make it a cold shake, you want to make it and let it sit overnight. But yeah, like I said, you can make it into shakes, ice cream, fudge. There's a ton of recipes out there. I've got recipes for this to do chaffles and all kinds of stuff. You can make this into anything and everything you want. They come in single serving bags. Like this is a single serving bag. They come in 21 serving bags. Yeah, but like I said, these are a meal replacement. I like these sometimes at night. If I just want to sit back and sip on one and make it hot, I will make it really hot, like boiling water, and just sip on it watching TV or something. And it's nice, and it's only like, realistically, if you do the net carbs, it's less than 1 net carb. You're doing total carbs, I think they're like 6 or 7 total carbs. So not a big deal. I mean, the carb will go up if you're adding heavy cream, which you can make these with heavy cream. You could probably even make them with like half and half. But yeah, I mean, I've been utilizing these for a long time. They also have a sister brand, or whatever you want to call it, called Salty. And they still have Granny Apple that you can purchase from now till it sells out. This is a fantastic flavor, not better than grape. So don't get it twisted. As good as Granny Apple is, it's not better than grape. Grape is my favorite flavor. I like grape. Radical grape is my favorite. I love it. It is mine. But this is a good one. This is a good one flavor too. It's a good one flavor too. But yeah, they've got all kinds of flavors. I don't know how many Keto Chow flavors they have. 25 flavors? I don't really even know. They've got a bunch. Chocolate is probably one of my best ones. I like butterscotch. Hot butterscotch. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, Steak and Shake. They're one of the companies that transitioned over to utilizing tallow in their fryers. Coach Angela Mullins is in the house. Hello. Jennifer Lucas says, I, on the other hand, rolled out the door to take out the trash this morning and suddenly realized I was driving the Granny Mobile over ground chuck burgers from Walmart. Are you a mean granny? Angry granny? Oh, are you hard of hearing granny? Pardon? Oh, that's right. I do love that Jennifer Lucas has a Granny Mobile. I don't think I ever tried Ovaltine. It was pretty much gone and not really a thing by the time I was born and a kid. Mr. Biscuit says the junk food is always here, but the candy ultimately is my Achilles heel. I feel you. Trust me, I understand 100%. Holly Springer says, I knew I liked you. Well, my first job and my husband's was Steak and Shake. I'm pretty sure that Chandra's first job was Steak and Shake also. We didn't work at the same one though. I wanted to work at the ones where my friends worked, and that was like a few miles different. So we had to go kind of quite a ways. It was funny because I go and get a job to work with my friends, and then they got a better offer to go work at a one like a few miles up the road. So they went to that one and left me there, and I ended up working there for about a year or so, maybe 6 months. I don't know. I was in high school. It seemed like forever. Jen says, the blue brings out the lovely veins in your temples. When you're looking down, Dustin, the painted number 4. Oh, I don't know what's happening. Okay, let's take a look at this, because Evelyn says, anybody see the post from Caroline Ketchum, all day I dream about food, regarding Lily's ripoff? The Amazon package said Lil's in the exact color and design of Lily's chocolate package. Let's take a look at that. Let's see what happens. Let's see if we can find it. I just so happen, so it's called Lil's on Amazon. Let's take a look. No, that's not right. That's still Lily's. Okay. Let me bring up her thing so we can see what it says. Where was this? Where was this, Evelyn? I went to the website. I didn't see it. Where is this? Where is this? Talking about the Lil's chocolate. Where did you see that? Sent you the Facebook post and Messenger. Okay. All right. So it's on Facebook. Let me see. Because it's hard to bring up Messenger while I am on. Maybe not. It's going to probably pop up no matter what. Hopefully there's no silly noises. Lil's, there we go. Lil, there we go. There we go. Let's see this here. All right, here we go. Let me go ahead and bring this up here for everybody so we can see this. All right, here we go. Let's take a look at this. Not this one, was it this one? There we go. All right, sugar-free dark chocolate peanut butter cup delight. So I don't necessarily know. 13 total carbohydrates. So let's take a look. It's supposed to be, is it 2 pounds? Ingredients: unsweetened chocolate, erythritol, chicory root fiber, peanuts, palm kernel oil, peanut flour, cocoa butter, cocoa, coconut oil. Contains less than 2% or less of the blend of palm kernel and palm oils. Palm oil, lecithin, sunflower lecithin, milk fat, stevia extract, natural flavor. Now, I'm curious to see what the actual Lily's ones are. But this is funny. It's called Lils. This is what they look like. Allegedly, this is what they look like. I imagine this is like, this has got to be like an AI photo, because I doubt they even look like this, because those look fantastic. They're like in a little, there's like a yurt back there or something. I don't know. 2 of them. With a little bit of sea salt. Yeah, I doubt they look anything like this. Let's go to the comments. We've got a 5-star and a 2-star. Let's look. The 2-star says, I do not like the taste. Maybe personal taste. Now, can we find the 5-star? Sorry, nothing matches, so it's missing. 5-star, 0 customer reviews. Weird. That's weird. It's pretty weird, guys. Anyway, there's that. Jen says, if Adam and Eve were carnivore and ate the snake, it would have saved us a lot of grief. Maybe. Thomas has got to get ready to go for work. See you later. Wish me luck, and to not fall asleep. Don't fall asleep. I wish you luck. Aisha's in the house. Good evening, Aisha. How are you doing, dear? Good to see you. Just here to lurk on the phone. Hey, sounds good to me. Lurk away. There's a lot of lurkers in here sometimes. There's 39 people watching, not 39 people typing. Let's see. I wonder if it would be good like the cottage cheese bread. Gonna play. So I keep seeing all of these viral like TikTok short things. Simple, 2 ingredients, cottage cheese and egg, and they're making everything. They're making everything out of it. I saw one where they made a Dodge Ram. I don't know what's going on with it, but they're making everything from like garlicky cheese bread to pizza crust to all the things that it doesn't turn out to be. Doesn't. I've tried it. It does not work. Just cottage cheese and eggs does not turn into all these deliciously like bready looking where you pull them apart and it looks yeasty. No, it doesn't work. They're lying to you and me. How rude. We talking about the Keto Chow? Keto Chow has no sugar. Keto Chow is 0 in sugar. It uses, I believe, sucralose. And this one is good until I'm like 52 years old. 51, 52 years old. I'll be, well, no, it'll be the first month of the year 31. So I'll be 51 years old when the expiration date on this one goes. So you can, it's shelf stable, pretty good. No sugar. Low sugar. It is Keto Chow, by the way. Andy says she's sorry she's late. I'm sure you are. What's your excuse? Oh, getting ready for bed. Big day tomorrow. Well, we love you. Hope you have a wonderful night's sleep, my dear. Give my love to Susan if you're not already gone. Yeah, Jennifer Lucas makes a great cheesecake out of it. I mean, really, it's not hard to do. You're going to make cheesecake the normal way you normally do. You can do like a no-bake cheesecake with butter and like mixed butter and your cream cheese and a packet of this, and just put it into, figure a way to make some kind of crust that you like that's no carb or zero carb or whatever. Or you can do with like an egg and bake it. It's pretty good. You can't go wrong. Shauna says, my heart dies. And a little time I hear boiled eggs. I love you, Shauna. Ooh, I really, really do. Oh, Nancy Tanner is in the house. Good evening, Nancy. Glad to see you. She says, Dustin and everyone. Yeah, Kathy, Keto Chow uses sucralose or stevia or no sweeteners at all, zero sugar, 100%. Shauna loves caramel macchiato. That's a Too Crazy Ketos flavor. Evelyn is telling Shauna that the next fudge that she's going to make is a caramel macchiato with espresso chocolate chip topping. I'm telling you. Yeah, that fudge sounds amazing. And Shauna, I'll explain later. Jennifer Lucas says, my family enjoyed a perfectly keto, sugar-free Easter dinner. I love it. Just Jason Keto is in the house. Hello, my friend. How are you? Good to see you here tonight, my friend. Now, Jahil is talking nonsense. Don't mind him. Dustin, the pad didn't work. It only absorbed 3 gallons of liquid, and that for sure was not enough. Also, it's been a week now, and it's still not dry. I'm returning it to Amazon as is. I would love video of you going into Kohl's with a sopping wet blanket and trying to return it with it dripping all over the floor. If you don't have footage, it doesn't happen. I mean, I just need it. I just need it. So glad to see you, Jahil. Jahil makes me happy. Oh, my goodness. When I was just starting my channel, Jahil and his friend had a channel. And they did these amazing food product reviews. Oh, man. I would watch them and I would just laugh hysterically. They were keto reviews. That's how I found them. And they've since removed all the content. They no longer make the videos, but he and I have remained friends. Because, I mean, you can still go and see. I did interview Jahil on my channel, I don't know, 4 years ago, something like that, Jahil. So you can go into some of my old podcasts and go and see that I did interview him and Noor. Noor was or is a type 1 diabetic and was able to utilize ketogenic lifestyle to keep her A1C to 4.7. I mean, in that interview, I was gobsmacked that any type 1 diabetic is able to maintain 4.7. That's crazy. And I will never forget that. So understand that that's why, and Jahil and I are great friends. Yes. Yeah, we got to know how is Timmy. How's Timmy, Jahil? Mr. Biscuit says, I like cottage cheese enough on its own. I see no reason to turn it into anything else. I do not like cottage cheese on its own. I've tried, I mean, I'm going to continue to try things. There's things that I've seen, but I see it and it looks good. And I'm like, I almost fall for it every time. I'm like, oh, that looks so yummy. Oh, it's just cottage cheese and eggs, and it's going to turn into a brownie. 2 ingredients. Just, that's it. No, you're lying to me. Jahil, yeah, I know it's mind your business, but I want to call you Mindy now. Yes, Mindy forever. So, oh, Jahil says that telling Evelyn, Timmy is on Artemis 2. He has been complaining because the toilets are not working, but that's what he signed up for. So he's going to have to deal. I mean, it's hard to, but I mean, he can't really like, you know, turn it around and take him home. Nancy says, I made the egg pudding with the coconut cream pie, and that's what it tasted like from my last meetup. That's amazing. Gee, go ahead and call me Mindy. Live your life, Evelyn. Oh, I am having such a great time. I love this so much. Oh, she sent me a video link. I'll have to take a look at that. It's a man painting numbers. I love it. And Evelyn says, I've been hunting the espresso chocolate chips down to no avail. I have a few bags left and only use 2 ounces per entire recipe. Oh my goodness. I think they were a limited edition. I found them in like up near like Waukesha, Wisconsin. At a big giant grocery store called Woodman's. Sean had said, Jahil, watch your hotel video. Sorry, no tub. Oh, yes. All right, we got to find this out. So can you find this, Evelyn, and put Jahil's new channel in the chat, whatever pops out? I hope that this is a channel where we may never quite know what's going to pop out. I hope it's everything after dark. Oh, I can't. I love it. Yes, poor Timmy. He's in outer space. Gil says, Auntie, the video on my new channel of the hotel has been updated. Thanks for watching my mess. Sorry, Dustin, back to you. I'm watching you without blinking now. Hope that's not creepy. Should I do the rest of the stream like this? Do you think I can go for very long? No, I can't. It hurts. I don't like it. And Shauna says she can hardly find any lilies. No, we've been using the other brand because Walmart here stopped. Lily here stopped selling the semi-sweet. They only had the milk chocolate and the dark. So we've been using the other one. That other brand that everyone talks about that's actually cleaner than Lily's. Lily's is not very clean. I mean, if that's what you can find, yeah. But I think we've been using the other ones. I can't think of what it's called. And Evelyn put the link to Jahil's new channel in the chat. I love it. I can't wait to watch this video. Yes, Bake Believe. Yes, Bake Believe. You have to go. You can't be on the camera. I love you. I'm not trying to be mean to you. What are you doing? Are you back in here again? Oh my goodness.
Come on, you gotta take a shower. Oh my God, you have school. Come on, you have to take a shower.
That's my life. I love I love my kids. Yes.
Hello.
All right. Oh, she's mad. She's so mad because we don't let her be on the lives. She's only 7, so she's not making the best choices for herself. As much as everyone would adore her, she would say the funniest stuff. It just wouldn't work. And that wasn't Chandra. That was our daughter. That was mommy. That was the girl's mommy. But Sharon is here. Hello, Sharon. Just got here subbed. You subbed to my channel finally, Sharon? It's about time. Oh, my goodness. But that's what real life is here when I've got this little makeshift room that's really just curtains. Looks like real, but it's not. I mean, the very back is against the wall. There's actually a window back there. You can't see it. Nancy says, I don't like cottage cheese, but wanted to try the wrap. Just made the cottage cheese wraps the other night. Turned out wonderful. I use it to make a chicken bacon ranch. I've never had it turn out right for me. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I've blended it. I've mixed in. Never turns out right. Always just like you go to peel it, even with parchment paper, you got to pick it up and it just falls apart. I don't know what's going on with it. It's just, I'm using the good stuff. I'm using the like the Daisy. That's just milk, cream, salt. Cultures, whatever. No. But anyway, we've been going almost an hour. We have not gone to see Hail Mary yet. I don't know when. We may get to go see it tomorrow. No, because tomorrow night's pickleball, so I won't get to go tomorrow. So I don't know when we're going to get to go see Hail Mary. Maybe Thursday evening. I don't know. We'll probably have to wait for streaming. We haven't even been watching TV much. We started watching a movie today and only got like halfway through it. We're watching the Thursday Murder Club. It's actually an okay little movie. It was just difficult with the baby and yeah. Shauna says, I'll have to go watch the updated version. By the way, the chickpea dish you made looked really good. And Nancy says, I use a silicone mat too. I've used even like silicone baking ware. I don't know, just peeled right off. Parchment paper was a disaster. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know. I even tried those viral like egg white and Parmesan cheese bites, but I guess I didn't do it all the way right. I don't have room in my freezer to make them and then freeze them and then put them in the air fryer. So I guess that's probably what went wrong. Maybe I've got a little mat. I can maybe put them in a silicone mat or in like a thing and freeze them. They won't be round, but they should maybe then put them in the air fryer and maybe they will poof up then. Maybe. I don't know. We'll have to see. Oh, my goodness gracious. I still have most of my cooking, baking things in boxes in my garage. Really need to go through the things. I feel incomplete. Yeah. I mean, how many gallons are we talking here? I hope you're hydrating yourself. Oh, people have no idea what we're talking about. If they have figured it out, they know we are crazy. Oh, my goodness. So one thing I kind of want to talk about before we go, I've kind of gone back and forth on whether or not I should talk about this or not. Maybe I won't. We'll talk about it. It's not a lot of you here, just 37 of you. So if any of you know, I am a recent graduate of the Proper Human Diet certification course, the health coach class by Dr. Barry, ran by Nisha, Kim Howerton, and Alyssa. The great and powerful Alyssa. She's amazing. So I graduated with that. And I'm also no stranger to being involved with Dr. Barry's chats on Monday nights. Last night, no different. Whenever I'm available, I go and I sit and I chat, answer questions where I can, where it makes sense. And last night, if you haven't already watched the live stream, they were talking about 7 myths or 7 things that women get lied to about thyroid and hormones, thyroid in general. And So I wanted to make a question I wanted to make a question that would be seen. So I did a $5 super chat before the stream ever started, because I know that we had talked with Sean Bradley, and he's been having some issues, and they might start to think it might be narcolepsy. He talked about it in the chat, so I don't feel like it's something that I'm, out of pocket talking about here. But someone mentioned that he may want to get his hormones checked, that the thyroid and things. So I was like, okay, I've never heard about this. I don't know. We typically only hear about women when it comes to thyroid disorders. So I wanted to make sure I put together the best question I could with the space allotted to ask a question, and ask basically, we know we typically focus on women, but what are some signs that men may have a thyroid issue, and how common is it? And, he went through the 7, and then he addressed it. And, I think it was very well placed. I think it was a perfect question for that part of the live, because it is very valuable. Like I didn't know about it. It wasn't really something that was even in our health coaching materials that I can find. It might be something in like the labs and stuff, for like the Common Sense Labs update, the book that Dr. Barry and Kim Howerton have released. But in there, answering questions, doing all the things that I normally do. And he was very complimentary about me and that question. And so I said something along the lines of, PhD certified for the win. And Nisha saw that, I suppose, and was basically used that as a segue to talk about me being, in the first graduating class. And so that was awesome. And then Dr. Barry talked about and basically made a decision to make me a moderator on their channel. Now, my understanding was that they only allowed the PhD community coaches to be moderators. So I was very surprised in that. So very excited about that. That's a big honor for me. I'm a moderator in a lot of channels, but being a moderator for Dr. Barry is a little bit different, because they rely on them to answer questions that he doesn't see. So them having the faith that I have the ability to answer those questions is pretty big for me. So I was trying to explain it to the kids, and it's kind of a difficult thing to explain to people who don't really understand YouTube and all that stuff, or what a moderator is, or the fact that it's not just, trying to get rid of people or whatever, but that's pretty awesome. Yeah. So I wanted to talk about that a little bit. I wanted to see where I was here. I think we use our little plastic pools to give dogs baths in the summer. Evelyn says, "Wowzer, that's so awesome. Thank you so much." It's really pretty cool for me. Nancy says, "Congratulations. Thank you so much." Jen Lucas says, "My understanding is that salt was iodized to prevent men from getting goiters, so they'd be accepted into the military." Yeah, that's so kind of a backstory on that. My understanding is, especially here in the Midwest, we're more likely to be iodine deficient. So they started putting iodine in salt, and they have to utilize dextrose to bind the iodine to the salt, so it's less likely to evaporate. I mean, basically you're getting just enough to keep from getting goiters, but you're not necessarily getting enough to have, the help with thyroid issues, especially nowadays where we are so salt phobic, sodium phobic. I mean, we're kind of coming around to it, and especially in our understanding, our community is a little more understanding that salt is so very valuable to us. But the generalized public still fears salt, all that stuff, right? Now, people, and I've made a video on this before, people fear that dextrose in the iodized salt, where I don't think that that's necessarily the issue, considering I think for the standard size container of iodized sea salt, which is I think like 21 to 22 ounces, you're looking at less than a gram of dextrose, which is less than what would be the amount of sugar in an egg for an entire container that's going to take you a few months to get through. So 1 gram over the course of a few months is hardly an issue. I understand people want to be as clean as possible. Now, I think when you're dealing with iodized sea salt, one of the bigger things to worry about would be microplastics being harvested from the ocean. But I digress. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of point that out a little bit. I'm not so worried. I mean, it's $2 versus like something like Redmond's, and now people are afraid of Redmond's because of lead. I think we get, especially in this community, I think we get to the point where we become hyper fixated on super small things. Where if we back out and look at the macro picture, we would see, we need to focus on less sugar, less seed oils, less overall carbohydrates, focus more on animal proteins and animal fats for the macro, for the big picture for most people in the United States. We get into our community who have already kind of dedicated themselves to kind of figuring things out for themselves. And then we start getting into the minutia. We start getting into arguments about tiny amounts of oxalates in black pepper, or things like that, and we start getting into the dextrose and salt, and we start arguing about those things where we've already kind of half the battle. We've already won half the battle here. So, yeah. And Debbie says, that's so cool. Congratulations. And Maritza says, congratulations. Thank you so very much. It was a big shock to me. And I'm sitting here like, who can I tell who understands this? It's a pretty big deal for me. And Evelyn says, I had a goiter as a teen. Took meds for 3 years. It went away. Just last week, went to thyroid doc. He worked on my thyroid and said I was taking too much iodine, backed off a little. So, Evelyn, how much iodine do you think you were taking? Like if you're taking the Lugol's drops, how many drops are you taking a day? And you say that you were also taking daily minerals with... Okay, so now you're only getting what's in daily minerals now. Okay. Do we know how much iodine is in those daily minerals? So if you're doing like 2 drops of daily minerals, how much iodine is in that? Or is there a way to know? Thank you, Sean. I appreciate you. Now it's another reason to show up and say hi in Dr. Barry's chat, because I'll be in there answering questions most Mondays. And then if there's any other chats during the week, I'll be in there as well. If I have a chance. All right, Mason says, question. I found a bottle of Lugol's iodine in the vitamin drawer. Does iodine expire quickly to take into body different on the body, of course? I don't think so. Let me see if I can see what this says here. Was it already open, or was it still sealed? It says iodine solution typically remain effective for 1 to 3 months for household and aseptic use, though it may remain stable longer as stored property. While iodine doesn't expire in the traditional sense, it slowly loses potency and can become contaminated or evaporate. So really, I mean, it's probably more likely to evaporate than go bad. So I would say it's probably fine. It's probably more likely to be evaporated than anything. So I would say according to this information, it's probably not a big deal. Shelf life unopened iodine tincture can last 3 to 5 years, while iodine solution lasts 1 to 3 years. Signs of degradation: if the color is significantly lighter, the solution has become gooey, or the liquid has evaporated, discard it. Keep bottles tightly closed in a cool, dark place below 25 C. So what is 25 C? Probably less than room temperature. Let's see. Yeah, 25 C is 77 degrees. Most likely your home in your dark cabinets or your drawer is less than 77 Fahrenheit. So I would say you're probably okay. If it doesn't look gooey or anything like that, you're probably okay. And Evelyn says, I'm only taking the daily minerals now. It says 1 tablespoon is a daily serving, but I only take a teaspoon a day. Okay. All right. open less than a year, you're probably fine. I would say, we keep our iodine because it takes a long time to go through. So I didn't know it would go bad. It's just a liquid. So yeah. Yeah. You're very welcome. Let's take a look here. So kind of just wanted to wrap this up, but if there's one thing that that I'm taking from this moment right now, it's the progress. It's that progress doesn't have to be flashy to be meaningful. Sometimes it looks like eating the same simple meals, showing up when life is busy, slowly building a routine that actually works for your life. That's what we're trying to do. I try to make Chandra some eggs in the morning. We have our coffee. I don't usually eat till the afternoon. I'm trying to keep eggs and little things like that and meat patties be my thing. Fried chicken thighs are a staple for us because, again, the economy is rough and gas prices are probably about to go through the roof. And they're talking about upping the percentage of ethanol in the gasoline starting May the 1st. I think they're going from 10. It's supposed to be 10 or less currently at most gas pumps, unless you're getting ethanol-free gasoline. And I'm not talking about the what you call the E85 stuff, which is 85% ethanol. So I'm talking about regular unleaded gasoline that is sub 10%, usually right at 10% ethanol. They're supposed to be moving that to 15%. So just be mindful of that. And if you have to drive a lot, it's probably going to get really expensive for the next few months or longer with everything going on in the world today. So just be mindful, be prepared. Again, we're trying to save money by eating more chicken. It's not as satiating. It's not as nutrient dense, but it's delicious. It's $1.77 a pound versus what beef is at $4, $5, $6 a pound. So we're trying to do whatever we can here to make it by. So, and I just want to let you guys know that I'm incredibly grateful for each one of you. This community means more to me than I can fully put into words, like for real. And the events of yesterday, going through, this coaching class to be certified coach because I want to help people. And I want to help people outside of this channel, but I obviously need this channel to do that as well, to get my fingers out there. And that's what matters, is trying to help people no matter what. People who were like me, people who are like you, people who were like me 10 years ago. Hopefully, maybe start even getting into helping people before they truly need it. So thank you for being here and supporting this channel, being a part of something bigger than just this content. And let's keep it going the best way we can. And I just want to let you guys know I love you very much. And thank you for spending your Tuesday evening with me. And I will see you again on Sunday morning. I will have some content available this week. I've got some cool stuff in the works. A lot of shorts coming out. I don't think I have one for tomorrow. I've been having like 1 to 2 to 3 shorts a day, trying to keep the momentum alive because, again, the momentum helps reach people, and the more people we can reach, hopefully the more people we can help. So if you can share and do anything and everything to push not just my content out there, but everybody's content, Chris's content, Victor's content, anybody and everybody, Keto Chow, whatever it is, Two Crazy Ketos, anybody and everybody who finds our channels is more likely to find the help that they need, okay? So with that, I want to say I love you guys. Thank you again for being here. And I'm going to go ahead and play these credits. All right, everybody? Take it easy.